Well, you sure have a unique role in life, and your website says that you help the living deal with dying. That
Yes.
this is a very unique place to put yourself. Can you say a little bit
Yeah.
about what led you to this career and set of services?
Yeah, it's so, it's interesting looking back at your life in retrospect. I feel like my whole life was sort of leading up to this, and it was just one day hit me in the head if this was what I was meant to do. Losing my dad was a small town doctor. I grew up on this in a small town on the south side of Atlanta, and he was the only doctor in town. So I accompanied him on house calls, going to the hospital with him, and so it was very normal to be in sort of that world. Unfortunately, he got sick when I was 13 and passed away when I was 16. And I saw my
Mm.
mom, who was a very young widow, be, I was introduced to sort of these logistics of after loss and of death, of her having to sell his medical practice, of us having to file for benefits for, his veterans benefits for Social Security. So I was introduced to it at a very young age. Then fast forward when I was in my early 30s and had two young kids, my mom got sick and passed away within a couple of weeks of her diagnosis. And I
Oh,
had just started a brand new job where I had no time off in the first 90 days. And I was expected to
oh
have her
my.
funeral, settle, start and open her estate and start settling her estate, as well as taking on the care of her brother, my uncle, who she was the caregiver for, who was in latter stages of Parkinson's disease. So I was now thrust
Oh,
into this world of settling my parents' estate, taking care of an aging loved one, while also trying to navigate a brand new job, take care of two small kids, do the laundry, and all of the things that we as women have to do,
with no
and
time off, like on the
with no
evenings
time
and
off.
weekends?
I mean, and you work in the financial industry, you can't call organizations and banks and financial
Oh,
custodians on the weekend. And so I thought, why is there not someone to help me navigate this? Navigate these unavoidable logistics of what I call the business of death.
mhm.
And yes, I had the attorney, I had the financial advisor, I had the accountant. What people, I'm sure many of your listeners know, and they're shaking their head to, is there's so much work that's thrust upon those who are left behind to settle the estate of all of that work and those other duties as assigned, those crumbs that fall between the crack that we're supposed to pick up and deal with when somebody passes away. There are varying estimates that say it takes over 500 hours of effort for an executor to settle an estate.
I usually
So,
say it's a full year part-time job.
well, and yes, and an unpaid
Yeah.
part-time job. So I thought there was a real gap in the market in terms of logistical, practical support for those navigating this journey. And one day after my uncle passed away, I was settling two estates in tandem, still my mom's and my uncle's. And I thought, oh my goodness, I've got it. I'm going to start a company that helps executors manage these logistics and serve as sort of a quarterback for
Mm.
overwhelmed executors. And Afterlight was born.